Hello everyone. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at an article from Stars and Stripes. Now, this was published on the 18th. Looking at the title here, seriously, Trump should have let the Stars and Stripes, fucking fade away. Because it's run by lefty fucking shitbricks who think that we need to have soy boys in the military and emotionally inept people who can't handle tough situations. Seriously. Because, look at this. Army Infantry School is doing away with, and they put in quotes here, mean, nasty shark attack methodology at basic training. So, basically, the whole idea of basic training is you're breaking someone down, you're building them up, okay? The only way you break them down is by getting on their ass. All right? You also want to have these quote-unquote shark attacks because you want someone who's going to follow fucking orders. All right? You don't want someone who's going to be like, but my emotional state. Okay? You also want someone who's going to be able to keep their emotions in check in a tough situation. You want to be able to weed out the emotionally weak. You want to be able to do all these types of things. And that's the whole point of this. That's why they do it. Now they want to be able, they want drill instructors. They want DIs to be nice and all feely and touchy and shit. Yeah, so while we've got these soy boys who can't handle shit, okay, emotionally, that are going to be in fucking trenches or foxholes or fighting in the desert or the jungle or wherever the case may be, okay, that are going to be emotionally, they're going to be emotional wrecks. They're not going to be able to handle this shit. Part of the way these DIs do these things is to make it so that they can handle shit emotionally and find out if they can't. We're going to end up in a Sino-fucking war at some point, all right? Mark my words on that. We're going to end up in a Sino war. We're going to be in a war against China. Whether it's, a Sino-Asian war where China gets froggy and leaps on Asian nations and like with Japan and Taiwan, we'll get involved, okay? Or they piss off the United States and we get directly involved. Or they get into shit with Europe. We'll get involved because of NATO. So mark my words. One way, shape, or form, we're going to end up in a Sino-fucking war. And you're going to have these fucking soy boy emotional wrecks and chicks who are like, oh, my feelings, okay, instead of actual soldiers, okay, that can handle that shit, going up against freaking psychopathic, brainwashed fucking PLA soldiers. Who do you think's going to win on that? Okay, the fucking emotionally hardened, fucking tough Chinese fucking Kool-Aid drinker or your fucking soy boy? 5'4" psycho Chinese guy or fucking a guy who would fit in better at a coffee shop, okay, being an emotional little prick, cowering while he's getting fucking bayoneted? Who do you think's going to win that? Okay, the left is going to destroy, okay, the caliber of our fucking military with this shit. Trump needs to stop this shit and go, no. The whole point of this is to weed out the emotionally weak. The whole point of this is to build these people and break these people down and build them up. This is ridiculous shit. I bet you there are a lot of people, current and former military, looking at this shit going, oh, fuck me. This is ridiculous shit. This article is by Jennifer H. Savan, of course. Okay, some fucking dumb broad. No offense, but she's got to be a lefty, and she's a woman, so therefore a lefty and a woman, she's a dumb broad. Anyway, infantry recruits will no longer have drill sergeants barking orders at them inches from their faces during basic training as the shark attack technique, which uses intimidation to establish authority and weed out the weak, is dropped in favor of a new approach. Okay, so basically, the tools that allow for us to have the military that we have, you want to fucking get rid of. Because, oh no, the hurt feelings and emotions of these people that voluntarily signed up for the military. Real fucking smart. The Army's Infantry School at Fort Benning, Georgia said it is switching from the full metal jacket in-your-face practice to one called the first 100 yards, oh my God. The first 100 yards. When I read that the first time, I just kind of went, eh. But reading it again, holy shit. The first 100 yards, which seeks to develop the mental and physical toughness, instill pride in the infantry, and build trust among recruits and their leaders. Well, first off, it's not going to develop mental toughness, okay? Because basically you're trying to create the participation generation bullshit in the military. How is that going to create mental toughness when you've got all these fucking whiny fucking millennials out there, okay? And fucking Zoomers that are some of the Zoomers are like this too. How the hell are you going to build mental strength by literally recreating the environment that created the mental fucking mental midgets that are emotionally stunted that we're seeing now, who are taking to the streets, rioting and looting because of their feelings, because they feel they deserve shit? You think giving them more of that's going to turn out a good soldier? Fuck you. And you know how you build trust with your recruits and your leaders? With the recruits and their leaders, you let it be known. Either you trust me or you fucking die. That's worked for how long in this country? You trust your superior officer or you die? That's a pretty simple thing to instill into someone. And it seems to work. But hey, let's just ignore that. The coronavirus may have hastened the switch, since the pandemic has ended up close shouting by instructors at basic training. Put a fucking mask on. Easily solved. And here's another thing. They're in an enclosed environment at fucking basic training. So if they're at basic training, all these people are on base, the DIs are on base, the recruits are on base and can't leave. How are they going to get sick with this? So now you're trying to invoke the fucking beer virus on this one and saying, well, that's why one of the reasons why it's being ended. No, this has nothing to do with it. This is Marxism. This is fucking bullshit being infiltrated into the military is what it is. It's the lefty fucking cultural Marxist bullshit. Seriously. But anyway, may have hastened the switch since the pandemic has ended up close shouting by instructors at basic. Since the pandemic has ended up close shouting by instructors at basic training. Trainers and recruits in all of the service wear face masks to maintain social distancing during basic training, and even Navy Special Warfare instructors yell through megaphones these days. Yeah, and this is going to be over and done with. Oh no, their feelings, they can't be yelled at. Oh no. But the first 100 yards is also a complete rewrite of what was commonly referred to as the shark attack. Command Sergeant Major Robert K. Fortenberry, the infantry school senior enlisted leader, said in an online commentary earlier this month. While the shark attack was intended to establish dominance and authority using intimidation and fear to weed out the weak of heart, it helped to create a chaotic environment that centered around applying physical exertion under stress, Fortenberry said in a video made for Viral Warfighter Conference. Holy fucking shit. Excuse me? You literally just... You are training these people to literally be in a situation where they're going to have to physically exert themselves under stress. And you're saying that they shouldn't be exposed to that before they actually end up in a combat situation where they're not being exposed to it? It's going to get them and every other motherfucker in their company killed? Are you seriously trying to say that? This guy is a DI? Are you fucking kidding me? This is why I covered this article. This is some retarded shit. You're training these people, as I've just said, to be able to physically exert themselves under stress, but you don't want to train. Well, you're supposed to be training them for that. And you don't want to put them in that situation before they end up in a situation where they could get themselves or others killed. That's some big brain fucking genius shit right there. The video showed angry-looking drill sergeants in wide-brim hats swarming around and yelling at Army recruits. Well, look at this fucking reject. He clearly deserves to be yelled at. Just look at him. You know he fucked up. Holy shit. Drill sergeants were charged with assessing the trainees' ability to handle stress by enveloping them in a manner that emulated a shark attack, Fortenberry said. And you want to get rid of this. These are the guys that are deciding whether or not someone can cut it in the United States military and whether or not they should be washed out. And you're taking away one of their tools to do it. Seriously. Seriously. Come on now. Sometimes half a dozen drill sergeants would gang up on you and be absolutely relentless, causing some recruits to cry, said James Dahlman, who was infantry in the Army Reserves and National Guard for 6 years, on his website. And those are the type of people you don't want defending this country. No offense to them. They might want, they might think they can cut it. They might have good intentions, but you don't want someone who's going to break down and be a crying bitch in the middle of a fucking emotionally stressful combat situation. You want someone who's going to keep their fucking nerve. You want someone who's going to be able to handle their emotional state. Keep it bottled up and controlled. I'm not saying bottled up like the idea of like the bad idea to bottled up, because they could let it go later. But at that moment, they need to keep shit in check. All right? And you want to get rid of the means of making sure that we've got people who can keep shit in check. Because, their feelings, their emotional state and feelings. They volunteered for the military. If they can't cut it in basic training, they can't cut it. You want to basically lower the bar and fucking handhold so that, all these people make it? No. All right, we've already had branches of the military lower their service standards for women. Okay? Now we're gonna for fucking emotionally stunted soy boys and fucking feminazi bitches who like can't handle the real world. We're now going to fucking cater to them too in the military. Holy shit! Although the shark attack method was mean, nasty, and overwhelming, and a deeply unpleasant experience, it does serve an important purpose: preparing troops for stressful situations, including combat. He said. Yes, exactly. But Fortenberry said, the activity betrays the innate trust between teammates and worse, betrays the crucial bond of trust with our leaders. Whoa. Okay, first off, how does it betray the trust between teammates? Because you've got your company, you've got your squad, okay? They're all in the same fucking boat. That's the team. That doesn't betray the trust between the team. And this idea of betrays the crucial bond of trust with our leaders. They're in the military. There is a clear and concise ranking system. They're told to do something, they do it. They don't have to trust the leader. They don't have to like the leader, whether it's a fucking, a fucking sergeant, okay, or if it's fucking, an officer, okay, they're there to do a job and follow orders, okay? There is no need to worry about trust. Their job is to do what they're told to do. Trust does not enter that equation. Or at least it shouldn't. And I understand you do have people who do not trust, okay, in the military, that do not trust their commanding officers. I understand that. But they're there to do a job. They're there to follow orders. Trust does not enter into the equation. All right, Patton could be a real asshole. I'm sure there were people who didn't trust Patton. All right? But they did what they were fucking told, and we beat the Nazis. So shut the fuck up. The new training program, on the other hand, uses physical training to prepare the Army. The new Army Combat Fitness Test... Uses physical training to prepare for the new Army Combat Fitness Test, which basically gives women fucking special treatment, and puts recruits through mock exercises, including working with other trainees to move a load of supplies on the fly, just as they might have to do in an actual combat zone, the Army said. And none of that's going to prepare them for actual fucking combat. None of that's going to prepare them for the pressures of being in a combat situation. This is all touchy-feely fucking bullshit. Mingya. In the first 100 yards, the drill sergeant and other training cadre formally introduced themselves to the trainees instead of shouting in their faces, and then watch an infantry demonstration squad showcase their combat skills. A video about the new technique shows. So you want DIs to be their friends? Holy shit. No, you need more drill sergeants, okay? Like the DI in Stripes. You need more drill sergeants like Christopher fucking Walken, okay? In Biloxi Blues, okay? You need Full Metal Jacket drill sergeants, okay? R. Lee Ermey is rolling over in his fucking grave right now, okay? Even though he's a Marine, okay? That jarhead is rolling over in his grave because he knows this shit is going to end up in the Marine Corps too. R. Lee Ermey, dude, I hope you come back and haunt every one of these motherfuckers that are pushing this shit. Seriously. This is going to fuck our country over. This is going to make our military weak. It's going to turn our fucking military into a bunch of emotional, soy-filled bitches and friggin' women, okay, who are going to be emotionally unable to handle the situation they're in. It's going to be both men and women because you can't weed them out now because you can't use the techniques that are needed to weed them out. This is why I covered this article. This is such horse shit. Trainees will have to memorize facts about the infantry and their new units, including names and positions of leaders, the unit's history and mottos. They already have to fucking do that. They already need to know those things. So you're like trying to make it sound like these things are being added. No, they need to do these things already. All right? You've basically turned this into a continuation. It's 13th and fucking 14th grade. Jesus Christ. They're going in the military to become hardened fucking fighters, to become, fucking killers, for lack of a better term. No offense, but, you're training them to kill people. And you want them to be emotionally fucking fragile people because you can't weed out the emotionally weak. Now, this is ridiculous. This is fucking ridiculous shit. All right? We've got cultural Marxism invading our military people. Wake up to the shit that's going on here. The new method will allow new soldiers to realize this journey in the infantry is one that will never take alone and is defined by leaders' willingness to share in the hardship, Fortenberry said. Excuse me? Do you want to know how the trust is earned on the note of, like, say, whether it's an enlisted officer of higher rank or, say, an officer? Do you want to know how the trust is built? Because they get in the fucking trenches with the guys and they actually lead them. Okay? But that trust is earned over that time. Regardless of it, they should be emotionally hardened and just follow their fucking orders. How dare you push this shit? Stars and Stripes, okay, has become a leftist fucking rag when they're pushing shit like this. Oh, the military's got to get in touch with the feelings of the recruits. Oh no, they've hurt so many feelings on the people coming in for basic training. The DIs have made people cry. Oh no, the DIs have emotionally broken people. No, they were already emotionally broken. The DIs just brought it out. And good thing they did, because those people were not fit for military service. See, they want it so anyone can get into the military now. Okay, lowering standards for women. Now, hey, you can't find out if the person is emotionally able to handle being in the military by, using the actual tools that are necessary to do it, because, you might hurt their feelings. This is retarded shit. Wake up, people. Cultural Marxism has invaded the military, and this is the fucking asshole pushing it, Fortenberry here. Anyway, I've covered this well enough. I'm leaving things here.
If you liked this video, depending on where you are watching it, please give it an upvote or thumbs up. If you want to know when new content of mine hits the internet, don't forget to subscribe to one or more of my social media or video accounts listed here. Also, with YouTube, don't forget to ring that bell. You can find all of my video content on both BitChute and YouTube. This may not be the case with other places I upload to, but I will try to minimize this happening. You are always welcome to interact with me at any of these sites on the list, so feel free to do so. If you have anything you want me to cover in a video, when it comes to news or current events, send it right along to me. I will try to do my best to cover it. As always, thank you for watching.